Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some very big major Xbox improvements that are actually on the way for the Xbox ecosystem. We have a really cool Walmart actual kind of secret thing that happened earlier on today. We actually did warn you guys about that earlier on today too as well. And some also pretty big Xbox exclusives that actually may be making their way into the works. Now a little bit more on the full Xbox side, but usually when it comes to Xbox news, I usually try to find like all the best news out for it. And in all honesty, a lot of this stuff is actually really big. Some really big potential, especially when it comes to streaming and xCloud stuff too as well. Just a lot of stuff going on. So first and foremost, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. We also do have that Weeble and Coinbase, and as well the Twitter giveaway down below. So make sure you guys are entered into all those. And let's go and talk about this video because we have a lot of random things to go and talk about. So first and foremost, I want to go and talk more about the restock that happened. So as you guys probably know, we did actually have a proper confirmed Walmart PlayStation 5, Digital, and Xbox Series X restock that happened earlier on today. But if you guys saw my video talking about the Walmart drop itself, there was actually some very peculiar things that happened. We actually were seeing reports of people getting their consoles right after the drop was done. So basically, just maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours after the drop, some folks were getting their consoles. But we had a very even more intriguing thing happened with the Xbox, where if you guys actually were checking the online website, they actually did go and do a secondary restock going on, as you guys can maybe even see on the webpage itself, which you guys may even be able to go casually go and check and see yourselves. We have been seeing stock on and off, although I just want to remind you guys, again, it just depends on a lot of different stuff. It could either just be like, just maybe the website's still up there, maybe the stocks will be out when you guys actually see this video, but we have been seeing quite a few secondary restocks. So what I mean by that was, we were seeing folks that didn't even need to have the Walmart Plus or Walmart subscriptions actually able to get the Xbox consoles. You guys can even see as of right now, this is like way later on the day as I'm making this video, even now still the website does go and show the $4.99 access with Walmart Plus. So if you guys want to, I personally actually don't even have Walmart Plus myself, although we have heard reports of people, number one, getting their consoles from this kind of like somewhat secret / secondary drop. We're not really sure if it's just because Walmart has just maybe bonus stock that was just never allocated, or maybe just never fully sold out like the PS5 and PS5 disc and digital did. But if you guys want to casually check throughout the night, you guys can. Just want to let you guys know it could be on off. Don't get your hopes up too much, but we have been seeing this floating around. There also was quite a few folks to the point of like where it was open and people were tweeting about it, and people were getting massive amounts of people are getting their consoles. So keep that in mind that Walmart might be doing this more in the future, especially if the Xbox drops maybe don't fully sell out. And like I said, you did not need to have Walmart Plus. A lot of folks got it without Walmart Plus. So it may have been a glitch, may get canceled, but just want to let you guys know it might be worth checking casually throughout the night, or as well, just keep in mind for future drops. Now, we first and foremost actually have a very intriguing thing now for more on the performance side too, before we dive into some brand new leaks for some Xbox games, because we actually even made a video on Xbox yesterday discussing how Phil Spencer himself was like, hey, I kind of want to go make more games, and I'm kind of disappointed we don't have more games, and I kind of want to make a lot more games that make people happy, whether for Game Pass or just, general gamers. So we'll talk about that in a second with the new exclusive leak, but first and foremost, we actually have a major improvement stuff. So this is more in regards to the Xbox cloud gaming. So I'm kind of going to bring this up because this actually pertains a lot to the Xbox Series X and S as well. So if you guys don't know, Xbox cloud gaming is essentially like the Google Stadia. It's like the streaming PlayStation Now, where basically you're able to go and just use your internet, your phone, your potentially TV, Xbox, or whatever, and you're able to go and stream, aka like live download the games in your experience to have a chance to go and play them. So with this, we actually saw a major improvement now for iOS. So the kind of reason why I mentioned this for iOS is because this all kind of pertains to the same ecosystem. So the Xbox Series X and S, as well as probably honestly PC, laptop gaming, and all that stuff, where if they can go and make the actual gameplay smoother and more responsive and just better, like a better internet connection, better download connection, all of that together, that basically makes the entire future of the Xbox even better. So I hope you guys are getting me on that one. So basically, we have an article even saying this is offering a more smoother and responsive gameplay experience now on iPhone and iPad. So Microsoft itself claims to have introduced a significant performance boost for the Xbox Cloud gaming on more so the iOS devices. But I do want to let you guys know once again, when it comes to stuff like, say, the Xbox, when it comes to downloads, when it comes to updating servers, when it comes to hosting, when it comes to hosting the games, all-around improvements in terms of just like the download, which is very important for streaming, as well as also upload, which is not as important, but just overall internet connection is huge. So this basically statement has, at Xbox Cloud Gaming, we listen to and value player feedback. You asked for a better iOS experience, and as a result, we have brought major performance improvements to all supported iPhone and iPad devices. This is an Xbox Wire post on Monday. With these updates, you will have a smoother and more responsive gameplay experience. So as I mentioned, this actually might be a huge, massive improvement when it comes to the Xbox Series X and S2 as well, because this could also possibly just be a all-around good, like basically more ecosystem improvement, if that makes sense, or just cloud gaming itself, because an overall improvement. So the fact that we're actually now still seeing them kind of push pretty heavily into it and investing a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of structure, a lot of just basically money in general, kind of is a really nice sign to go and see on how well this actual console's been doing, how good the progress has been going. So all around, very, very intriguing stuff to see. It's unclear exactly even how the article says, how they were rolled out, but Xbox said it has seen a notable increase in positive player feedback following the changes, as well as also higher engagement too on top of that. It's also even more intriguing too, because we also have been seeing Microsoft where they want to include things like mouse and keyboard, which would be really nice, say if you're using a TV or like live streaming through the TV itself, like cloud streaming through the TV itself, or say for laptops or for other various things, even your phone, iPads, etc. Which in theory, that's the main thing you really want when you're going for cloud gaming, is you want accessibility, you want everyone on the planet basically using Game Pass, and overall you want these improvements. This is actually a huge, in my opinion, Xbox improvement, and it's also very nice in terms of, well, at least for Walmart, also a very nice improvement in terms of stock availability, mainly because, as you guys know, the Xboxes are still kind of hard to go and find, even as of now. And now, kind of last but not least, in this kind of somewhat Xbox-focused video, we actually now have a new Xbox Series X exclusive now from Bethesda, seemingly leaked, which is kind of funny because we were kind of somewhat dogging on like Bethesda and Phil Spencer, more so just on the fact they haven't made games, although he did publicly state he wants to do more games and wants to make more games. But it is kind of a struggle nonetheless, because we've had nothing for the past few months. So basically a new and possibly next Xbox Series X and S exclusive from Bethesda has now seemingly leaked. Bethesda, owned by Xbox, as you guys know from the acquisition, is both the developer and publisher, and is currently responsible for the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Wolfenstein, Doom, Dishonored, Prey, Deathloop, Rage, and Quake, and also some of its upcoming games include like Lights of Ghostwire Tokyo, Starfield, and Redfall. That said, it sounds like this new game won't be taping into any of the old IPs. So it's actually a brand new IP, which I'm kind of hyped up for. This year, Bethesda filed for a trademark for something called Spy Team. What this could be, nobody really knows at this point in terms of just the early information, but it certainly sounds like a brand new IP, and I would agree on that one. And a new IP that's also been in the works for a while, which actually means we might actually have some games coming in the near future, because some of these trademarks have actually been found as of all the way back to 2015. So ideally, that usually means it's going to be a big project. If it's been taking that long, has the funding for it, because obviously if you have multiple people working on games, you just can't be working on it forever and never releasing stuff. So the fact that it's actually been in the works and talked about since 2015 is usually kind of a pretty good sign, I would say. Though, of course, there's plenty of speculation about the game, including plenty of labels as an online team-based PvPvE third-party shooter based on the major comic license, which would be intriguing on that one. It also does link down to Red House Studios. The speculation is just more so, though, based on job listings as well. So Spy Team, a secret Bethesda game that seems to have been in the works for some time now, recently had its trademark application filed for 2022. So as you guys may have heard on yesterday, if not, we actually do have word now that Microsoft is kind of planning up a really big E3 type style thing around June-ish or so, give or take. The date's still yet to be kind of defined. But that would make a lot of sense because we even are seeing like Phil Spencer stating how there's basically a lot of games he wants to play and make, how he's kind of disappointed that there has been a lot of games, and now we're seeing even better news that we're actually having new IPs we've never heard of kind of being in the works and kind of being applied. And it's also hopefully would mean that we have a lot more other games, and we do keep on seeing stuff like Starfield, which is very overdue in terms of finding more information, which is very intriguing on this one too as well. So a lot of these companies always have to prove intent to use when filing or renewing trademarks too as well, which a lot of these times would kind of be more intriguing because that usually means that they are working on something or would like to work on something in general. So a little bit of an Xbox video. Hope you guys don't mind. Sometimes it's kind of fun to put some big stories out here. Number one, guys, still just really think this is a really big improvement, especially if they can go and push that towards the Xbox Series X and S, and the overall just Xbox ecosystem as a whole is a major improvement. And as well, the secret Walmart stuff's kind of cool, so it's very nice to know, I guess, for future restocks, just in case you guys are curious on that. And overall, brand new games, brand new IPs. This is like the one thing I need because at some point we do need a few more new games to go check out and play. So just want to give you guys a major thank you guys all so much for watching, especially for a little bit of a late night and Xbox video. I appreciate you guys all so much for everything. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well down below, and that Weeble and Coinbase down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.